What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Attitude Era MyGM series. We still have our lead in first place as WCW, with only 10 weeks to go. They only have to hold on for so much longer before we can call this another successful series. I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's taken the time to like these videos, be subscribed to the channel, and leave comments down below. I love interacting with you guys down there, so thank you all for that again. Without any further ado, let's jump into this episode. So here's where we left things off. We have a pretty small roster at the moment, and at the end of last episode, I signed some wrestlers, but I guess because when WWE 2K25 does like a software update or like game settings update, the week restarts. So I'm pretty sure I had Goldberg and somebody else that I had signed, and they're not here. So we're gonna go and try to find them again. Because I did have that the blinded power card was played against me, so I have no scouting points. But then if everything got reset, I should have I know a guy 3, which I do. There we go. Okay, so that's good. We have 10 scouting points to use now, and I don't think there's any immortals left. Oh, I'm pretty sure I got the legend of the Great Muta too. Different. Ooh, the Undertaker's here this time. Okay, instead of the Great Muta, and Yokozuna as well. I don't have any cruisers though, which is the problem. He could become a bruiser, which would link up with a lot of the, the wrestlers we currently have now. The Rock could be a bruiser. Goldberg is a bruiser, and Undertaker being a fighter, I think works. Do I want to get the Brothers of Destruction working together? Potentially. Or just restart that Undertaker-Kane feud. We'll see. Okay. What? I think I'm going to sign Goldberg. And this is going to be very free because I can sign them for 1 week each, which is nice. So we'll sign Goldberg for 1 week. We're going to sign The Undertaker for 1 week. And let me search that one more time, see what happens. Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, Terry Funk. I feel like I gotta bring Ric Flair back, and that'll be it. Maybe. Hold on. Let's check the roster now. We now have 18 people on the roster, which is better. The popularity of these guys are pretty low, I guess, just in comparison. But I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 heels, 7 heels, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe one more heel then to sign to this roster. Because again, we heel Shawn Michaels could become a bruiser. I've never used Yokozuna. I think it'd be fun. We're going to sign Yokozuna. And then we are going to play the power card of Classically Trained. This is basically why I didn't use anything in the first season for this. Is because I can play Classically Trained to add 5 weeks to all these wrestlers. Oh, including Jody Garcia. Great. And then next week I'll use the other one that I have to make sure I have all of them. Oh, I only had, oh, that's weird. Wait, hold on. Whoa. Did I already use one of them? I don't think I did. I think I used one at the end of last episode. That's weird. Oh, okay. What a glitch. Okay, so just move down here. I was going to say, I used it at the end of last episode for Goldberg and the Great Muta, but I was okay. Crisis averted. It's down here. We're good to go. All right. So we can use some of our new talent here. Kane versus The Undertaker or Kane and The Undertaker is the question. Kane needs to become a bruiser because we don't have any cruiser on the roster, which we'll probably have to sign for Yokozuna, actually, now that I think about it. Talent Scout, we'll go back here and do we should have enough points left. Male face cruiser. You know what? Dewey Carter's already there. Great. You're going to sign for 1 week, and you're going to go up against Yokozuna this week. Maybe we'll just have Yokozuna to squash some cruisers along the way. Okay, good. On the women's side of things, we're missing a female talent as well, which is tough because we only have 3 female wrestlers on the roster right now. Only one of them could actually fight. Okay. I think we'll do a training for Sable maybe if we have enough slots remaining. We do have the only active rivalry which is ongoing right now, which is weird for me. Right here. So this can go in the main event. Hogan is low stamina. Sting could fight, which is good. Kevin Nash could fight, which is good. And Bret Hart could fight, which is good. I think I want to start that rivalry. Hopefully it starts up. We'll put this in the main event. We got Sting, who is the world champion, looking for a new challenge, and maybe we could do Scott Hall. Maybe he's gonna be the one that's gonna challenge Sting. But there's another issue of he is in a rivalry with Thrasher, I think, at the moment. So hopefully that gets reset as well. We'll put this here. The popularity is very good, but popularity very good here as well. But we'll leave this as a title match. We'll put this non-title, and then here we still have. Okay, so I was going to do Kane and Booker T potentially. We can do Undertaker and Goldberg to start things up. Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan could go, and then Kurt Angle's kind of on the outs, but we'll see. If I'm gonna do Goldberg and Undertaker, it might as well be added to this match here. So we'll do a fatal 4-way because I think their stamina is pretty good. Yeah, 70 and 70, which is good. Ric Flair's at 78, which I love to see. And then over here, I think we need to change things up. This Kane needs to become a giant, and I'm gonna do Hogan and Ric Flair. I'm gonna risk that for now. It's just a normal singles match. Hogan is, what is your superstar info? Basic popularity. Okay, not basic stamina, but I think that's fine. I have some power cards, worst case for injuries. Right? Nope. Yeah, injury rehab 3. Okay, good. So that's fine. 2 chill out cards, 2 backstage bookings. This is pretty crazy, honestly. The Attitude Era MyGM series is usually just more for fun than an actual challenge, just reliving some nostalgic times here, because the fact that I'm allowed to be using anybody in this era, that really doesn't hurt me at all. So we're gonna do training from Sable, because if she gets a 14, maybe she can become if she gets a 15, maybe she can become a cruiser. And honestly, worst case scenario, I have a few get schooled power cards, so that's fine. Here I wanted to, did I completed it? So I should be getting my GM trophy next. Oh, I have 4 or 5. Okay, good. Oh yeah, I got it at the end of last episode. Right. Okay. And here I'm closing in on number 5, because we are 300,000 fans away from, even less actually, 250,000 fans away from getting the 2nd tier fan GM trophy. So it's looking good there. We could get an extra get schooled 3 power card if one of these matches is an Iron Man match, which maybe, well, Iron Man is what? Stamina cost very high. We'll do this here. Iron Man match. That's gonna make Triple H happy. That means I can play this on Sable now, so I could already know going in what her new fighting class will be. Nice. Let's go check to see what that is. Cruiser would be great. Specialist or bruiser? We'll go. We'll go specialist. No, I'm gonna go. Wait, if I do, how do I do this? I'm gonna go Bruiser. I can find someone else for her, but that's fine. So I guess we'll flip this training now over to Clarity instead. Get her a boost up there. Kane needs to change into a Bruiser, which is good. Whoops. Class change from Kane to Bruiser, which is good. Then we can do a call out from Booker T to Kane. And then last on the list here is going to be Kurt Angle, who he can become a giant, which is whatever, but he also just needs to gain some stamina back up. So we'll do a self promo for him. Good. I'm liking this. I'm liking this card right away. The only things I want here is the Scott Hall and Sting rivalry to start instead of Scott Hall being with Thrasher, and then same thing with Bret Hart and Kevin Nash. Bret Hart's in a rivalry with Scott Steiner, I think. So less than ideal, but hopefully we can get this done. Starting off with us, I'm expecting a very good show here. We got the tag team titles on the line. Steiner retains still in an amazing 4-star match. I'll take that. Good from Clarity on the training. Hogan versus Flair. Hopefully just no injury here. Flair wins. And a great 3.5-star rated match. No rivalry starts. All right. Kane is now a Bruiser. We've got Yokozuna and Dewey Carter. Hopefully Yokozuna wins here. Great. And a mediocre 2-star match. That's tough for an Iron Man match. Booker T starts the rivalry with Kane, which is good. The fatal 4-way here that sees the WCW champion in the match. Okay. Goldberg and Undertaker start a rivalry, but that's it. So I'm just going to assume that Scott Hall is still in a rivalry with Thrasher, and hopefully we can see something reset here. Title match, Bret Hart, the new champion. Good, and a rivalry is started there. Okay, love to see that. Over on Raw, backstage brawl, 1 and no charity. Okay. Over on ECW, it's a charity but no backstage brawl. So I believe it was ECW that are the only ones kind of close to us. Raw had a pretty good week. Stamina here, yeah, Yokozuna down to 39. That's fine. Plus 4 popularity, we'll take that. Hogan now in an awkward spot at 32 stamina, but that's fine. Yeah, okay. I guess I can't see from this screen, but Bret Hart rivalry with Kevin Nash, good. Okay, Goldberg, Undertaker in a rivalry. Okay, that's fine. C and B for WCW for 9,000 fans. Okay, so now we've gotten to an interesting part where it doesn't matter what Raw did, just the fact that they had a backstage brawl, they're going to have more fans than me. Nearly did a spit take when I saw Yokozuna on my screen. Hey, ECW about Conan. I love tonight's WCW. Tonight's WCW was a bit of a come down after last week. Well, you're comparing it to a PLE, buddy. Does anyone actually care about what Kurt Angle has to say, says Hogan. Whoa. Kurt Angle dropped a great promo tonight. Oh man, excited when Yokozuna walked to the ring. And new champion Bret Hart takes title from Nash. And we made 100 grand, which is good. So Raw did CNB for 20,000 fans. So that would have been a big jump, but I think they're just so far behind now, it doesn't even matter. And ECW basically tied us this week, which is going to be okay. So Season 5 challenge, yeah, so this is actually puts me at 4. Get schooled for the Iron Man match and a contract negotiations 2. So now we're all tied on 4 trophies. And so ECW are 80,000 fans behind. Not impossible, but Raw being almost 200,000 fans back at this point probably has them out of the race. So 3 weeks here, Survivor Series War Games. Yeah. I don't even knew this. Love Last Man Standing matches. Okay. Okay, well, alright, Thrasher, let's have a singles match for you, buddy. And not against Scott Hall. Thrasher, you're a what? You are a... Where are you? Face Bruiser, okay. Gonna buy this just cuz. Talent Scout, Face Bruiser. We need a heel. fighter. Okay. Search. Oh, that's tough. No heel fighter? Really? What about established stars? Geriatric. Great. Come on over for 1 week. And it's going to slot in right here. Okay. Maybe I'll try a double call out for the Scott Hall issue of Thrasher. Kevin Nash now needs a week off. Kane and Booker T could have a match. Can do that here. We might do a couple Fatal 4-Ways again. Sting needs time off. So maybe... Yeah, the Sting Scott Hall thing to do back-to-back calls, potentially get that to work. We'll see. Let's do a tag team call out as well, because this has been on hold now. Undertaker Goldberg can slot in one. Kevin Nash, like we said, needs a week off. And Yokozuna, I guess, could have a match. Or we can then... We're risking Jody Garcia, but I think that'll be okay. And then what can we do in the opener? We could do... Yokozuna versus Ric Flair, potentially. We're risking a few injuries with this card. But I think that's fine. Who else do we have to book? There's a few people who I think we're going to need to give Hellspaw cards here. Tag team call. This is doing nothing. It's just freezing the popularity of both the Steiners. We have, I think I want to do a double call out from Scott Hall to Sting. And then over here we'll do Sting to Scott Hall. Hopefully that works. Then in the last slot we have 6 people remaining. Oh man, 4 of which would be tough to have sitting. Okay, what are the power cards that we have? I feel like I have 2 Health Spa 3s. Is that possible? No, I have 1, 2. Okay, well, I think I'm going to do Health Spa 3 on Kevin Nash. Because he's in a feud with Bret Hart. Hogan doesn't have a rivalry currently ongoing, so we'll just do Health Spa 1 for him, which means that I'm now out of Health Spa cards, which I hate being the situation. But what we can do over here is this is already an established feud. I might want to switch these two around. I definitely want to switch these two around. And add Kurt Angle into this one, because he has stamina to wrestle, which is good. Maybe put a stipulation on this. Put a tables match. Okay, and then in the last one here, we have Bret Hart calling out Kevin Nash. Okay, that works. That kind of came together last second. This was also kind of annoying, but you got to do what you got to do. Okay, so I hope that Thrasher and Mosh, where is... He's content, not happy. But they squashed this, whatever this is, and then they could just continue wrestling because they have good chemistry together. I have at least one Extreme Rule. That's fine. Okay, I think I like this card. This is pretty solid. We'll do this here. The Goldberg Undertaker card, I'm hoping... Because popularity is not great between these guys, I'm not going to lie. Level 1 rivalry, it's Bill Goldberg's match specialty. I don't think this will get me 4 stars, but I think it'll definitely outdo this. So... Honestly, it's not guaranteed. If the performance is like bad here and this is like 5-star performance, it could be outdone, but I'm gonna roll the dice there. Show's only costing 18,000, which is fine. We have got 5 normal matches and 1 charity from Conan on ECW, and over on Raw we have got Extreme Rules and no charity, so that's good. On WCW here, this will probably be the best rated match of the night. And Kane picks up the win, the newly crowned bruiser in a 4-star match. We'll take that. Please start something. Okay. Yokozuna versus Ric Flair. No injury here. Yokozuna. Ric Flair picks up the win. Mediocre 2-star match. Rivalry has started there. That's fine. Excellent promo. Did nothing, but that was just to, like I said, freeze the popularity. Thrasher picks up the win. A mediocre 2-star match. I guess he'll just be happy. Okay. So double call out for nothing there, which is a little devastating. Sable picks up the win. Mediocre 2-star match. No rivalry, but that's not the end of the world. That goes to level 2, which is good. And Undertaker versus Goldberg in a tables match. It's the Undertaker who beats Goldberg in his match specialty. In a 3.5-star rated match, that's a level 2 rivalry. I'm super annoyed with Scott Hall being stuck to Thrasher. Super, super annoyed. Yeah, alright, well, that's tough. Gotta live with it, though. Kurt Angle is still available to fight next week, worst case scenario. Same thing with Kane. Booker T's fine, of course. These guys are still good. Jody and Sable a bit low, actually. Mosh, whatever. Okay. ECW did 5,000 fans. Raw did Jim the Anvil, Neidhart, and Jeff Hardy work really well together as a tag team. Okay. Good to know. And we did 7,000. So ECW is gaining on us a little bit. We're making a ton of money, though, which is really nice. Good show tonight. Not sure if Geriatric's ready for the big time. Thrasher finally snapped that losing streak. Love watching Goldberg versus The Undertaker. I love that this week's WCW felt different from the last. Triple tight match between Undertaker and Goldberg. Goldberg could easily won it. Had a good match and a close win against Jody Garcia, says Sable. And tonight's WCW started strong and ended strong. I like it. We're making almost 100 grand. This is 120 grand for this show, which is pretty crazy. We have got a Get Schooled 3 card, which is nice. Pot Stir, okay. I think so. We have 3 of those right now. 2 weeks to Survivor Series. We have this is War applied. Okay. Getting pretty lucky with who they're blocking off right now. Yeah, I feel like it's super lucky. Okay, so I guess you're happy now. Great. Oh, true. Sorry, Jody. Whoops. Promise a specialty match within 2 weeks for Scott Hall. Oh, and Sting could still not have a match. You want a last man standing. Stamina cost very low, which is good. Okay, so we'll do... Scott Hall's a specialist, I believe. Yep, any face will do here. And we'll go with Hula Hank for 1 week to take on Scott Hall in a specialty match. But we're going to have a run-in from Sting. To hopefully start something there. 3rd time's a charm. Tried a match. We tried double calls. Now we're going to do an interference. Kane versus Booker T can happen. And then we could pay it off if we want to start things fresh for the last run, which I think I might want to do. Same thing with the idea with Goldberg and Undertaker. The show's happening from Rome. That's pretty funny. Kane won't be able to fight the next week. But they have good popularity, and it kind of... We could do that on the PLE. Hogan's just kind of chilling. Bret Hart and Kevin Nash could go here. We might make that match for the... this might be a fatal 4-way match at the upcoming PLE. And in the main event, we have... Who is left over? Ric Flair and Hogan, which we are not going to do. This is going to be a Scott Steiner versus Thrasher match. Just another attempt to try to knock off whatever is happening between Scott Hall and Thrasher. We'll flip this around and this and this. So that should be pretty good. Except that we said... Oh, no. Yeah, because we can take... Kane and Booker T won't fight next week, and Undertaker and Goldberg will fight next week. Hopefully that gets to 3, then we can call it off. This will be a title match. And we should have exactly 4 people unbooked. Mosh got 4 promo skill. Okay, so we'll do a self-promo from him. We'll do a self-promo from Nate. We'll do a... Ooh. We need to find Sable a person to fight. Any renowned stars who are female? No. Any icons? No. This is pretty much summing up the Attitude Era. Any legends? Nope. Just throwing it out there. Any immortal? No. Okay, well, that's tough. Established stars? Anyone pretty ruthless who is a... I guess I probably should have specified being a heel. So we'll try that again. No. Okay, well, super tough. We will do a self-promo for Sable. Hopefully she can pull that off. And Hogan will do a trading. Just because he can't really do much more on his popularity, already being at 98, which is good. Okay. So I like that. I really hope Sting and Scott... maybe, honestly, like, Sting and Scott Hall... Scott Hall being a world champion for the first time, being the crescendo of this series might be better. But, okay, that's good. I don't think... I will be able to do one more... one more tier for either effects or commercial ads, so that's good. But for now, we'll just call this here. That should be a pretty good show. Again, just kind of want Sting and Scott Hall to start a rivalry. That's all I'm looking for. We have got Booker T versus Kane in the opener in a normal match. Kane picks up the win yet again. Kane's been on a pretty big winning streak here. That grows to level 3, which is good. Self-promo from Mosh. Okay, +1. I want this rivalry to go to level 3. Which it doesn't. Ooh, that could be a little annoying. Okay. Ric Flair +1. Scott Hall versus Hula Hank. Oh, I didn't put it in a last man standing match. And no rivalry was started. So that's okay. That's tough. Scott Steiner versus Thrasher. Start a new rivalry here. New rivalry. Great. At least Scott Hall's now freed up. Training for Hogan. Excellent, +1. Okay. Bret the Hitman Hart versus Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash wins back his US title in a classic 4.5 star matchup that's now at level 3. Okay. Kurt Angle taking on Ken Shamrock. There are no backstage brawls, but there is a charity from Vampiro. And over on ECW, there are 5 normal matches and no callouts. So we'll see how this goes. We're pretty... I was going to say, we're winning the weeks pretty cleanly, but like Raw is starting to finally catch up with these matches. So we'll see. Kane's stamina's at 39, which is not terrible. I'm really upset that this didn't grow. I might end up trading one of these two. I'm not gonna lie. And I need to play the second classically trained before I forget, so I'm gonna do that right away. Yes, very happy that this started. We are gonna pay off the tag team feud on this episode. WCW only doing 4,000 fans. Okay, well, we have a boatload of money, though, so we can basically trade for whoever we want at the upcoming trade screen. Did you guys see Sting jump Hall? Totally uncalled for. What the heck was Goldberg thinking getting a DQ? That's annoying. I like tonight's WCW. Keep it coming. Had the time to give my TV a standing ovation for the awesome match with Nash. Would love to see Brett get a rematch, which he will. Kevin Nash getting even with Brett. Couldn't get out of second gear, says Hula Hank. And does anyone actually care what Ric Flair has to say? It says Yokozuna. Raw did 9,000, but the people we want to see are ECW, so they're going to climb again on us. And Triple H and Conan are an incredible tag team. Wow. Okay. Another Get Schooled. Okay, we should probably start playing these. Get Rehab, Injury Rehab 3. They have closed it to 79,000 ECW, so they're slowly coming back here. Hopefully we don't see too many power cards. Oh, this could be bad. Oh, that's super tough. That is super tough, Mosh. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, money is no Money's no issue now. Okay, let's talk figures. 113 to the end. Wait. 113 to the end of... Oh, it's because he's asking for 97. Oh, yeah. Sure. That's fine. I could probably... Oh, actually, I also have that as well, so that's fine. Right. Yeah, I'm sorry, Scott Hall. Major decrease, which is not... Yeah, sure thing. You got that. Can't do a steel cage match because that gets us fans. Do we... Health Spa, thank you. Do I have a fixed match? I think I should. I'm gonna play it just to be sure here, because now I gotta make sure that the Steiners win, because I don't want the Headbangers to take the titles now with Mosh's 0 in ring. Like I said, I'm gonna play the second Classically Trained before I forget. So this should sign everyone here to the end of the season. And then we have 4 Get Schooled 3 cards. That's absolutely crazy. Who do I want to get to Legendary? Well, actually, I'll first start by getting Kane to 20, which is nice. Can I play this again? Is there a max per week? Yeah, 1 per week. Okay. And we still have a Queen of the Ring card. I'm going to play this fixed match on... Where are you? Let's say Rick Steiner for this one. And then... I'm going to trade Goldberg, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it this... I'm going to trade it, but I'm not sure. Okay, hold on. This we're going to end to start something new. No, we're not. Sorry. This is going to be a call out from Nash to Brett. I think I'm going to give Brett the week off, because his popularity will only dip by like 5 points and he'll gain 12 stamina, which I think is okay. Kane has a new perk, so let's go see what that is. I think it's just a new match type, right? Yeah, Steel Cage or Extreme Rules. We'll go Extreme Rules because we're not doing Steel Cage matches. That's nice. Okay. We're also going to trade Thrash and Mosher. Wow. Thrash and Mosher, nice. Thrasher and Mosh. Got that right, finally. What? Power... I'm going to play a Reciprocal Chill Out. Actually, no, I'm not. In case there's somebody I want on their show and they get hit with it, so I'll play it after I trade with them. We are going to do... Maybe finally have this work. Call out right here and same over here. We'll do this again. Hopefully this works. We're going to switch that just in case. Booker T and Kane, we are holding off. Kane's going to get a Hell Spa card, which, we only have one of them left. Okay, well, Kane's getting it. And Booker T will be calling out Kane here. That's going to be for the pay-per-view. I don't think this can be ruined in any instance, unless it's Veto Champ and Kevin Nash gets targeted, which would be super annoying. We have got Ric Flair and Yokozuna can beat a match. We have got... well, now because I use all the slots up, I think I'm going to do a Brothers of Destruction versus Steiners feud for leading into WrestleMania. So I've used all the slots up, so whatever, might as well just put that there. And then we have two match left. Okay. We'll do Hogan versus Angle in a match. I know that's not going to do too well. And then Sable versus Jody again here. This being level... This is going to main event, actually. We'll give the tag team titles some shine. It's been fixed this match, so we can do whatever. We'll put tables, titles. Okay, that's good. I don't want anything too crazy here because yeah, because this has a chance to be good. I'm not sure Bruiser how same class versus same class is going to hurt this, but popularity 98 versus 83 is pretty solid. So we'll have to watch out for that. And if a rivalry starts, not the end of the world, but it'd be less than ideal. So let's get I think I have to make some trades here, but I like how this looks for now. What did Triple H want? He wanted a steel cage. Yeah, we're not doing that. Scott Steiner. Yeah, Scott Steiner's going to get his match with Thrasher in this tag match, so that is good. What were all those? Oh, just failed promises. You hate to see it. Show again only costing 18,000, so we'll make back some money again. We've got an Iron Man match and an Extreme Rules match with no charity from ECW, which is good. Raw has got a backstage brawl, so that's plus 10,000 and 2 charities, so they might very easily win this week. We'll see. And over on WCW, we got Goldberg versus Undertaker. This is level 2 rivalry. I was hoping this was gonna be a payoff match, but well, I think Goldberg needs to be on the move now because he'll just be stuck in a level 3 rivalry with the Undertaker, because I want to put him in the tag feud, which also means making 2 of those guys good though, so we'll have to see. Sable versus Jody Garcia. Jody Garcia picks up the win. An okay 2.5 star rated match. This is a fighter versus giant, so maybe we have something here. Why won't this rivalry start? I just don't get it. Hogan versus Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle picks up the win. Great 3.5 star rated match. No rivalry. That's fine. No rivalry increase there, which is a bit annoying. Hopefully it's being saved for the last one. Ric Flair versus Yokozuna. Ric Flair picks up the win. 3-star match. Not a rivalry I saw coming. There we go. We have Scott Hall versus Sting. A rivalry has been started. Love to see it. And we know that the Steiners are retaining here because the Headbangers are being moved on. They win in a classic 4.5 star rated match. Great. Weak show from us this time. It was only 3 stars, eh? Interesting. I was looking more at the rivalry growing. This should have been the opener. That's okay. Raw should have a very good week. ECW will definitely catch up on us this week, which is a bit annoying, but I don't think it should be a worrisome amount. Conan also working great with Christian over on WCW, so everyone just works well with Conan apparently. Okay, for 47,000, that's not a huge number. Over Raw, 58,000 is big, and you can see they spent money there too. They lost $12,000. CNB for us for 47,000. So we tied ECW. So that's kind of the thing we're worrying about. Not sure if you can hear my kid in the background just yelling, but he's having fun upstairs. Steiner versus Smash ended with a bang. Great WCW tonight. Good matches. Hey WCW, where's Clarity? It's true. I gotta get her back on the show. Hogan versus Angle, you don't also have to need complementary fighting style. So I guess that answers my question. But for how long? Steiner and Steiner defend their belts. Booker T calling out Kane. Booker T sure spends more time running his mouth than fighting in the ring. Angle finally snapped the losing streak, and I liked every match on WCW. Felt different from the last. Okay, good. So yeah, we kept it there. Is that 78,000 fans were ahead of ECW going into Survivor Series? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I don't think we don't need Hogan this week, which is good. Thanks for the rematch. No problem. Okay, have at least one backstage brawl. We are not doing that, Triple H, unless it's over here, which we're not. Oh, women's tornado tag. It is going to be Sable and Clarity, who apparently work well together, which is nice. We are going to do, and over here is what? A steel cage match? Which is going to be Kurt Angle for us. I like that. Over here, we're going to do a fatal 4-way that sees Kevin Nash. Bret Hart lost 6 popularity. Okay, so not the most ideal, but still we're fine with that. Booker T and Kane to pay that off for the title. Over here, we're going to do the first of the role change, seeing the Undertaker become a face. I don't need to do that next week with Kane, so we have a new tag team rivalry to start. I'll buy this time around, just see what's up. I didn't realize it was at 6. Oh well, that's fine. We'll wait for week 21 before we get probably... I'll probably do pyro effects. We'll see. Probably do pyro effects. Yeah, that's good. It's looking good. I like that. Yeah, backstage brawl not happening. Fans, 160 would be a lot to ask for this week, but we'll see. War Games is a pretty scary card to be played against you, so hopefully you can win one of these matches. But no, this is looking good. This should be a really good match. We have popularity of 95, 85, and 84, so this should be pretty good. I think I can leave it as a normal match as well to get 5 stars, because we have a level 4 rivalry and level 3 rivalry, so it's looking good. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with this. War Games Canada, let's go. Sable and Clarity versus Mighty Molly and Jazz. We're on, I think, a 5-match losing streak right now for these, which is interesting because I've sent the more popular and better in ring on all, like, most of those occasions. Kevin Nash versus Bret Hart versus Booker T versus Kane. Bret Hart winning there, I think, is the best case scenario. The only bad case scenario would have been if Kane won that, but that's good because Bret is a face specialist. There's a lot we can do with that. Role change, Undertaker is now a face. I probably should have the Steiner's turn face here, honestly, but that's okay. Iron Man match, Mr. Perfect versus a level 12 or 12 stamina Roddy Piper. Mr. Perfect wins, and of course, no injury. Excellent promo from Jim the Anvil. Just a quick note that I'm pretty sure Iron Man match has stamina costs very high, and there's no injury there. So just have that be noted. We have Mikey Whipwreck and Diamond Dallas Page taking on Christian and Ravishing Rick Rude for the ECW Tag Team Championships. And DDP and Mikey win it. And Conan's cutting a self-promo, and it's weak. Good. I'm happy about that. We have got Stone Cold versus Kurt Angle versus Vader. It is Vader's specialty match. Kurt is the most popular by more than 20 points. Better in ring. Let's see how this works out. And of course, it's Stone Cold who wins. Okay, so that is the... ECW is getting 10,000 fans on that alone, which is pretty bad for us. Oh, I didn't get 5 stars. Interesting. Just noticed that now. Stamina-wise, everyone is okay. Kevin Nash at 49. Booker T at 48 is okay. Yeah. All right, well... That's a bit annoying. WCW C&A for 111,000 fans. And we almost made 200 grand, which is crazy. What a crazy ride. Almost sad to see the Hitman and Kevin Nash feud end. Give me more shows like this. WCW tonight was so good. What a shocker. Undertaker becoming a good guy. Stone Cold taking the win. Jazz and Molly earning a cross-brand win. Hart proving himself the best of the bunch. Wow, always hard to defend your title in multi-man matches. But I really thought Kevin Nash would do it. Feels like it's Kane Mania. Is that the second time we've seen Kane Mania? And Bret Hart gets a payback on Kevin Nash. We'll see how ECW do here. Should be pretty good. 121 from Raw. So Raw's gained like 30,000 fans on us. Maybe they're not out of it just yet. And ECW gaining 23,000 fans on us. So that's definitely making it interesting there. We're 55,000 fans in front of ECW. So they're not out of it yet. They're offering us a trade here. I'm pretty sure that's their heavyweight champion, who has a 31 popularity and the Prime Bottle mascot for money. So we're going to 100% decline that. No shot. Raw's coming into us with a trade as well that sees, it's trying to send us an injured Sabu back and Donna Matrix. We are going to say no. They're coming out again, just less money, and it's no again. And now it's our time for trades here. Okay. So we are going to trade Thrasher and Mosh, who's now at 0, which is unfortunate. We are also going to trade Goldberg. This comes to 100,000, roughly 115. No, whoa, 135. I think should get us the yes here. Proposed trade. Okay, so Raw's getting a pretty stacked trade there. We have $1 million now to see who we want. Did any rivalry start? Jody Garcia and Sable did start, which is good. And I think I just want another big name women's wrestler. Maybe get... How's China doing? Where is China? Mighty Molly and Trish are in a rivalry. Stephanie is super upset, but she's in a level... Okay. Yeah, okay. Over on ECW, who do you have? We should get... Maybe we get Jazz back. She ran the gauntlet for us the first time around. She's a face fighter, though. I don't think I have the capacity to... Let's get Ivory. Someone we haven't used yet. Let's go ahead. We'll offer them 45,000. Actually, money's no issue. I should just make good on these. No, okay. All right. We missed by a sliver, so apparently we were just off money-wise. Okay, so we got Ivory to feud with Clarity. We can throw some Fatal 4-Ways in there. And then I think Kevin Nash and Booker T could be a rivalry. We need something for Kurt Angle and for Hulk Hogan. Because Scott Hall and Sting are a thing. The Steiners and the Brothers of Destruction are going to be a thing. These four are going to be working together. Ric Flair and Yokozuna. And then Bret Hart needs one as well. So I guess Bret Hart and Hogan could feud with each other. And then it would just leave a heel fighter for Kurt Angle. And I think everyone else would be set. So if we go any heel fighters. Not looking good on ECW. Got Justin Credible. I think we can do better than that. I hope we can do better than that. Over on Raw. Or we bring over young Angle to feud with older Angle. Could that be a thing? I want to see your superstar info, Vader. Vader becomes a fighter. I could overpay for Vader right now. His stamina's not great. This seems very funny. Young Angle versus Kurt Angle? Let me see. I'm going to offer you $130,000 for young Angle to feud with current Angle. Okay, I think that's the rivalry set. Boom. There we go. Okay, young Angle already has a proposition. Sure. I can't wait to forget about that for the season finale episode. Champions resolve. Your male world champion and female champion both gain 15 pop. That's tough because we don't use a female world champion. PR training. All your female superstars gain 3 promo. Okay, extensive PR training. Select the superstars promo skill. Increase to 5. These all suck, so at least this is gaining 3 for 4 people rather than just 1 getting 5. Great. Have a Hell in the Cell. Ooh, Hell Spot 3. We might be able to do that, honestly. But that is where I'm going to leave it on this episode here. We are 5 weeks away till the finale of this series. We're closing in. It's WrestleMania season. But that's what we're going to call it on this episode. I'm a little worried about ECW catching us. I'm not going to lie. It's not a home run, slam dunk just yet. But if you've watched up into this point, guys, thank you so much. If you haven't already, please leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. That helps out so much. Leave your comments down below. I love interacting with you guys down in the comments section. You guys are great, and I really appreciate that. The next and final episode in the series will be dropping Friday morning at 9 a.m. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.